All right, so lights, camera, action. G'day guys, welcome to my channel, Dean Barry Movie Reviews and stuff. I'm Dean, and I've just hit 80,000 subscribers, and man, I really didn't think I'd ever get to such an amazing milestone. It's been quite the journey since I started my channel back in 2017. Just me and my iPhone 6 doing movie reviews. I just wanted something to do, and here I am, 80,000 subscribers later. So thank you so much for all of you who have subbed and supported me on my journey all this time. So I thought the best way to celebrate this amazing milestone would be have a question and answer video. So I put out some questions onto Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, my Patreon, Discord, and onto YouTube itself in the community tab. And I've got a few questions to get through. So thank you so much to all of you who contributed a question. And yeah, let's do this. 80K, it's the 80K Q&A. So first question, and they're in no particular order, they're just randomized. So yeah, let's dive into it. So the first one is from Skeleton, and he's got 5 questions there. So the first one is, what got you first interested in anime? Well, I was just starting off my YouTube channel, right? I was just doing movie reviews and stuff, and I did the occasional movie trailer reaction, and I was just kind of like learning my craft and getting used to all the editing and stuff. And I'd get a lot of comments saying, I should react to this and I should react to that. And one of the most common requests I got was react to the JoJo openings. Now, of course, I didn't know what the hell that meant. I didn't know what JoJo was, but I thought, you know what, I'm just having fun and I want to try and do different things. So I downloaded the openings to JoJo and did my first reaction to that. And subsequently, it's fast approaching 2 million views. It's the biggest reaction video on my channel. But I just kind of really loved the animation style and the music, and I kind of got really sucked into exploring this world. So I started watching JoJo, and yeah, it all kind of came from there. Well, of course, before that, there was Ruby, which is an anime, but kind of not really. But I really enjoyed that animated show as well, with Monty Oum creating such amazing animation and amazing characters. But for traditional anime, JoJo. Although I have been watching anime for years, it's just been a long time. Second question, is it possible to tell us what your job was outside of YouTube? No, I'm going to keep that private. I work in the retail sector. I help people, but that's pretty much all I can really discuss in that regard, because I do work for a company that is well known, and once people know that you work there, you do get a lot of questions and stuff. So I'm going to leave that low key. Question number 3, which movie franchise out of any and all is your favorite? Well, being a movie buff, I have enjoyed tons of movies over the years. So obviously Star Wars, I'm wearing the Japanese Star Wars t-shirt right now. Star Wars was the first movie I ever saw at the theater as a kid. I was about 6 or 7 years old. Me, my brother, my cousins were dropped off at the theater by my mum and my auntie, and it was Star Wars, and my auntie was a big movie fan as well, so she had it on VHS not long after, or whenever it came out. So I would always watch that and bond over at her place, and that's where my love of film and movies really kind of developed. So first and foremost, I'd say Star Wars, because it was such a formative part of my adolescence and my movie love. But I love all the big franchises, man. Like, then we got the Indiana Jones, the Star Wars, the Lord of the Rings, the Matrix, the Superman movies, the Bond franchise. So I do have a lot of love for a lot of the franchise, but I guess you can say my first and foremost would be Star Wars. So question number 4, how much do you keep in touch with the anime reactor community? Not as much as I'd like. I'm friends with Boogie Snacks and Alonzi on YouTube. We do communicate every now and then. I've done a couple collaboration videos with Boogie. He's an amazing anime and manga YouTuber. You should check him out. And Alonzi has been very supportive over the last year or so as well. Both great guys with great channels. They're growing really quickly. But I'm always down for having a chat to anybody on Twitter in that community, definitely. So question number 5, is there anyone, any project, book, show or movie you wish more people knew about? And that's a pretty big one. Big movie fan, as you know, horror genre is one of my favorites. So I wish the horror classics, like the really cheesy, crappy movies, were more well known, because being older now, I was watching these movies as a kid. So when I'm speaking to younger people now, they've never seen or watched these movies before in their lives. They have never heard of them. I was talking to somebody at work the other day about Scream, and she's like, no, I've never seen it. I'm like, God, come on. So older classic horror films, definitely. In regards to books, Patrick Rothfuss is one of my favorite fantasy authors. He's writing, he wrote The Name of the Wind, The Wise Man's Fear, and Silent Things. And that is called the King Killer Chronicle. Amazing book series. I got one of my friends onto it recently, and she loved it. So Patrick Rothfuss, great author. Especially if you like fantasy novels, it's just, his writing is just lyrical, it's beautiful. Show, well, I'm watching Startup at the moment on Netflix with Adam Brody, which is very cool, so I recommend that one. So in regards to anyone or any project, no, not really. I don't really have that much of a recommendation for you that people knew about in that regard. But thank you so much, Skeleton, for those amazing questions. I got 5 in one go. That was very cool. And the next one I have, and like I said, these are in no particular order, is from Confused Laptop. Question was, have you ever played some old first-person shooter games like Doom, Blood, or Quake? If so, then what's your favorite one? Doom. Doom would be my favorite. I've not played any of those classics for a long time. I've played Quake. I don't think I've ever played Blood. But Doom was it on the C64? I don't remember. But that was a really cool first-person shooter with all the blocky graphics. That was very cool. Okay, so moving on, and they're just on my laptop here. I've got them all saved, so I'm just opening up the next one. So next question is, I think this is going to be a long video. And this one is from Cray. Which JoJo part is your favorite? And this is from Twitter. Well, when I first started it, like, I had a real soft spot for the Phantom Blood with Jonathan, Speedwagon, and Dio. I just really love that first one. A lot of people really don't like the Phantom Blood for some reason. They think it's boring. It's definitely the shortest one out of all the JoJo parts. But I had a real soft spot for that one for a long time. And then, of course, diving into Battle Tendency and then Stardust Crusaders, my love for JoJo has really kind of exploded off the map. But looking back, I now think that Stardust Crusaders is my favorite part. It's just epic. It's just so good. I love it. Can't wait to rewatch. So thank you for your question. All right, next. This one is from Exactly. How was your day? Fine. My day is going very well, thank you. It's just on, what time is it? It's 11 o'clock in the morning, and I've just done a bunch of reactions, and it's cold. But my day is really, really good. I'm getting hungry. I need another cup of coffee, but my day is fine. Thank you so much. That's really kind of you to ask. Next question. All right. So this one is from Desiro. And I apologize if I get these names pronounced wrong. It's just what I do. Question. What motivated you to start recording videos, generally speaking, vlogs and video reactions, which is your current content? I don't know if you've ever said it, so I'm sorry. And the other question, the $1 million question. What is your real name? Come on, I can't sleep at night because of this. So we've got 2 questions here. All right, the first question. I worked in supermarket retail for a long time, and then I changed roles into a much more creative kind of environment, much cooler environment where I was surrounded by a lot of creative and fun people. So I just, as somebody who never really had a hobby, I mean, my working life before was just 6-7 days a week, essentially 15-hour days. I was tired all the time. I was just kind of focusing on my career, so I didn't have an outlet. Like, I watched movies, yeah, but I didn't have that creative spark. So when I started working at a place that had a much better work-life balance, I just wanted something creative to do, some kind of an outlet. And seeing as I love movies so much, I decided one day just to start a YouTube channel. I've always been interested in it. I've always kind of been circling, do I dive in, do I not? And I just kind of one day decided to take the plunge. So like I mentioned, my iPhone 6, held it up, poor lighting, not very good audio, not great editing skills. I didn't really know what I was doing, but I just wanted to share my passion with movies. And so I just started my channel talking about reviews, and I kind of dived into making vlogs when I went away on holidays and stuff, and I just kind of grew from there. So yeah, I find my channel's always kind of morphing and changing anyway. So right now it's a lot of anime, but that could definitely change in the coming months. I just like to grow all the time. So the next question was the $1,000,000 question: what is your real name? I'm sorry you're losing sleep over it, but my name is Dean, and the Barry is my middle name. So I'm Dean Barry, and then my last name is Adlington, which you can see on Twitter and Facebook and stuff. So it's out there. So my full name is Dean Barry Adlington, and I just like the whole Dean Barry, just my show name, I guess. It's just the name I prefer to use when I'm doing YouTube and my emails and stuff. So yeah, I hope that helps you sleep at night. Desaro, thank you so much. Next question. Well, we're already 13 minutes in. Okay, so this is from Huffman880, and this is my first time reading these questions. I just kind of screenshotted them as they came in. Screenshot, so I just screenshot them, not screenshotted. That's not English. So my first time reading these. So this is so there's no real thought going into these. It's just off the cuff. So Huffman880. This will be a bit dated someday, but question: how has the pandemic affected your collecting of anime, manga, and other assorted things? Shipping delays, stock issues, troubles, going to places you normally would to get something, that sort of thing. Well, yeah, lockdown has been, well, when we were in lockdown, that first initial run here in Sydney, which was last year, only went for about 3 months or so, wasn't too bad. So we have been able to move freely, public transport's okay, masks were a priority for a long time, but it hasn't been too bad here in Australia. So when it comes to getting my deliveries, I do a lot of my shopping from Amazon Australia, so we weren't too delayed because they're just shipping within the country. If I was getting stuff from overseas, like I have done, like the US through Amazon, the US store, or Right Stuff or Manga, yeah, it can be, or eBay, it can be weeks and weeks because it's just hard to get things into the country. But through Amazon Australia, yeah, I'm waiting a week, sometimes a day, things are turning up, so it hasn't affected me too badly, which is really good. Although I do need to slow down on my shopping. It's just so easy to go shopping on an app. Really, it's crazy. All right, next question, and this one is from Tim Magnuson. So, what country would you like to visit? Okay, well, I've been to Europe and the States. I would love to go back to either one of them. As soon as we're allowed to travel again, I wouldn't mind going back to Europe. A lot of countries over there I'd love to see, and of course the States. I wouldn't mind going to Canada. I've got family over there, but I'd like to go back to both countries and see different things. I'd also like to go to New Zealand. Big Lord of the Rings fan, so to go to New Zealand and see all those places where the movies were shot would be very cool. So yeah, but once we can travel again, whenever that is. Next one, and once again, sorry if I butchered the name, Salmain_EDK. I've been wondering forever, how old are you, Mr. Dean? Well, how old am I? Older than you, probably. I'm young at heart, if that means anything, but I'm between 40 and 50. Come on, ladies got to have some secrets, you know. I know, don't let the grey hair fool you. I've been grey since I was 20, so yeah, people have always assumed I was older than what I was, but now they're saying I'm younger than what they thought, which is nice. But yeah, between 40 and 50, let's just leave it at that. Okay. Oh, Andy reacts. This is from Andy. Hello, Andy. How are you? So his question is, how about reacting to a cartoon instead of anime for a change, like the Owl House or Infinity Train? Those do also have some stuff for adults in it and are quite popular. Also a great experience overall, I think. Any chance that will ever happen? How open are you to that idea? I can read, I promise. Definitely, man. Like, I'm always open to exploring new things on my channel. Like, I've been doing anime for a long time. I'm slowly kind of transitioning into live action. I do plan on doing a Buffy rewatch, and I do also plan on doing some movie reactions as well on my channel. So when it does come to anime, I'm not exclusive for that kind of animation. I've also been doing Harley Quinn from Amazon, which is a really cool DC animated series. If you haven't watched it, it's very cool. I've got the reactions coming up on my channel, but it's just down to time, really. Like, I've got a lot on my plate, but the Owl House I've heard good things about, and I did check out the link to Infinity Train that you shared with me. So I'm definitely down to checking out other things. I'm not anime exclusive. I don't know if that just broke a lot of hearts or not, but yeah, I'm definitely keen to check out all forms of entertainment. Okay, thank you, Andy. Check out his channel too. He's very, very cool. And coming up to my next question, just checking the clock on the camera there. All right, this is from wow. Okay, some of these names are just amazing. The Great Rome, is that right? Okay, thank you for your question. Okay, where do you plan on taking this channel in the future? More or less uploads, new genres of shows, other things besides anime, manga readings, etc. Yeah, like I kind of mentioned in my previous answers, I'm definitely open to doing other things. I do have a fairly heavy workload. I'm watching a lot of shows, so I'm finding myself recording and editing pretty much every day, which can impact my health a little bit. I have got a condition where I get a sore throat very easily. I won't go into details here, but that's why you kind of notice me like coughing and clearing my throat through my videos a little bit. Like I can only talk for a certain amount of time without losing my voice completely, which kind of sucks. So I kind of do my reactions in the morning while I'm hot, and I can get it done, and then I'm usually a raspy mess by the end of the day. So I'm still kind of working on that. So in regards to lightening the load, potentially I could make things a bit easier on myself. Like editing's fine, but that really is, it can become a chore sometimes. So doing all that editing can be, I don't want to. So when you got a lot of stuff on your desktop to look at and edit, it can be a bit overwhelming. So potentially doing less could be a thing moving down the track. Don't worry, I've got a lot of stuff coming, but just to kind of ease up on that load. In regards to different genres of shows, I can't talk. See, it's already started. Yeah, like I mentioned, I'm a big fan of Buffy. I grew up watching Buffy, and I would love to revisit it. I've seen it a ton of times, so I think it'd be a lot of fun to revisit it and watch it with you guys on YouTube and on my Patreon. I'm fine, and yeah, definitely gonna branch out from anime. Like my channel has morphed so much over the last 3 years, from like movie reviews to travel vlogs to anime, manga hauls. So yeah, I do want to do other things. I really want to do more vlogs as well. I don't just want to be just a reaction channel. It's not Dean Barry reacts. That's not who I am. Although I am getting a lot of gratification out of seeing all these new shows. But yes, I will morph and change over the coming months. You need to grow. You can't stay stagnant. You got to move forward with the times, dude. You got to grow and do things differently. Okay, next question, and thank you once again for everyone who's contributed. This one is from Stickman. Hope you're doing well. Thank you, I am. Wanted to ask if you would watch Steins Gate Zero anytime. Stay safe. Not off the cards. Like I really did enjoy that first season. It was incredible. It was really, really cool. But I do take a lot of the comments. I do take them on board when a lot of people are like, oh, avoid, don't watch it. The main reason I haven't watched the 2016 Berserk is because everyone's just like, oh, dude, don't. It's horrible. But I've heard that, and this is only because the first series of Steins Gate was so bloody brilliant. Anything that comes after it obviously is not going to be as good because it's going to be compared to it. But I do have, I have it on my hard drive to go. So it will happen. I don't know when. Like as mentioned, I'm just kind of like, I'm possibly reducing my workload. But yeah, it's definitely on my hard drive, ready to go. So could happen. Watch this space. More positive. I'm more positive that it will happen than not, because I'm curious about it. Okay, next question from Flavor Hill. What pushed you to make this channel? And hope you're doing well, mate. Grat from Britain. Yeah, like I mentioned in my previous response, yeah, I just want to do something creative. So yeah, just finding that outlet and sharing my passion for movies, and just taking that leap of faith that people would watch. I mean, I only had 20 subscribers for the longest time, so I really didn't do it for the views or to get monetized or to get a big sub count. I did it for me, just to have fun and to have a hobby. So I kind of covered it more in depth a little while ago, but yeah, underlying, I just wanted a hobby and have some fun and talk movies. Okay, God, 23 minutes in. Next question. This is from Kaneki Jaeger. Hello. I get a lot of correspondence on Twitter, I think, from Kaneki. Question. Are you planning on reading JoJo Part 6 Stone Ocean and doing chapter reviews on it, even though the official translated versions recently finished Part 4 and will release Volume 1 of Part 5 in August, and the only way to read Part 6 is through online fan translations? Or are you waiting for the anime's release date so that you can do your episode reactions on it? Pretty much, yeah. I'm just going to wait for the anime to come out. I'm collecting all the JoJo books, the official releases, the hardcovers. They're amazing. So I'm not really going to jump into like a fan-based translation. I'd rather not. I want to support the industry and go about it the right way. So also, and this is a big bone of contention on my channel, like I've got so many manga, as you can see. When I'm doing reactions to a show, do I read the manga first and go in spoiled, or do I go into the anime first and give like a real genuine surprised reaction and then read the manga? So with JoJo, I'm really looking forward to watching the anime first. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that because it's such an amazing show and I can't wait to get back into it. Miss my JoJo. So yeah, hope that answers your question. Next one. Getting a bit of a dry mouth. Let me just have a sip of my water. Like my mug, I got merch over on my Patreon. It's very, very cool. Okay, question is from Sinister Director. How ominous. Hey Dean, would you be on red team or blue team in Red vs. Blue? What's your favorite team and what's your favorite character from each team? Love your vids. Stay awesome. Red team for life. God, I couldn't honestly pick because I love all of them so much. They're all quirky and strange in their own way, and I really love how in season 12 they're really working together more than fighting each other. But Caboose and Sarge are my favorite characters from the series. I just love how stupid they are. They always make me laugh. So yeah, and Church was pretty cool too. I miss him. I hope that answers your question. I might pause it now. I've got to turn the tape off and press record again because it can only record for 30 minutes. I'm just fast approaching 25 and I don't want to be caught mid-sentence. I'll be back in 2 seconds. So my wife's working from home. She's just in a FaceTime meeting right now and I just heard her talking to her friends saying, oh, my husband's a YouTuber. He's in there making a vlog right now, and they're laughing. So I'm glad she's having a good time out there. So next question, this is from Liani. Do you plan on making reactions to some manga chapters you're reading? Not really. I enjoy reading my manga when I'm cozied up in bed at night, snuggled and nice and warm, diving through my books. I'm just about to finish Monster. I would like to do more reviews of the mangas I've read once I'm done with them more often. Like I said, I've just got so much going on with my reactions. Just finding time to do other things is something I've really kind of got to change and develop and grow with. I'm not saying I never would, but in regards to this point in time, making manga chapters reactions, no, not at the moment. I'm sorry to disappoint you. I could tell that you're just really heartbroken right now. Next question. Oh, this is fun. I like doing this. Thank you so much once again to everyone. 80,000 subscribers, dude. Can you believe it? All right, this is from Brandon Nelson. From least to most, what do you find makes an anime movie show the most enjoyable, story aside? The soundtrack, the voice acting, or the art style? Love all the content you put out. Such genuine and honest reactions. Keep on going. Bomb up. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. I put a lot of heart and soul into my channel. I work hard at it. And what you see is what you get. It's just me literally in front of a camera. So everything I do is genuine and from the heart. So when it comes to what makes an anime movie or show enjoyable, first and foremost would be story. It's got to be an engaging, fun story that keeps you wanting to come back and tells you something interesting, you know. So story first and foremost. In regards to anime, yeah, you can definitely say something for the animation style. The better looking the anime, then yeah, if it's easy on the eye, that's great. But if it doesn't have a good story, then it can become boring fairly quickly. So I think story is number one. The acting, yeah, if there's good acting, like great acting can make a lame story at least enjoyable, or it could be just about superheroes punching each other in the face. I'm down for that as well. Okay, thank you for your question, Brandon. Next one is from Alfiza Fatin. And this one is greetings from Malaysia. Oh, hello, this is so cool. I don't have a question, but just a hello from me. I like watching your reactions and congrats on 80k subs. This is amazing. I get so many comments from people all over the world reaching out and saying hi. And it really touches me. It's so astounding that I'm having a reach around the globe. And when people just give me comments like this, it really makes everything worthwhile. So thank you so much. That's amazing. You're beautiful. That's so cool. Oh, it just makes my day. It really does. All right, next question is from Janik323. Will you do game reviews? I've seen you do reviews of trailers of games. Why not review the game itself? I possibly, like, I've done a couple playthroughs or let's plays, not a lot. I've got the PS5 behind me down there. I've got the headphones with the mic. You can stream directly from the PS5, so it's something I want to do more of. But at the moment, when I'm playing a game on the PlayStation, it's pretty much my downtime. I just want to switch off, not have to worry about engaging with the camera or trying to think of witty things to say or that kind of stuff. I just want to switch the brain off and go along with the game and the story and have fun. But it's not off the cards. Like, I really want to kind of dabble into it. They get great views and they're a lot of fun. But yeah, like I said, usually it's the end of my day. I'm just like chilling out. In regards to oh, this is gonna sound bad, but in regards to reviewing games, you kind of need to have the game completed, and I'm really terrible at not completing games. I'll play a game for a good long while. If I'm really enjoying it, I'll stick with it for ages. But with me, like most things, I might get bored after a while. That's why I'm so astounded. I've got 80k subscribers on YouTube. I've stuck this out. I've usually sometimes give up and quit when I lose interest in something, but I really kind of maintain that interest with my YouTube channel. But that's basically because I like to keep doing things differently as well. So not off the cards, but like I said, I'm not really finishing a lot of games, but it is a really good idea. Like I could definitely give like a thoughts on a game I'm playing potentially. Like right now I'm playing Disco Elysium, which was banned in Australia up until like a few weeks ago because of the implied drug use in the game. It's a top-down RPG with some really artistic animation, very text-heavy, a lot of dialogue. It's a mystery about you're a detective and you wake up one morning in a seedy hotel, naked, hungover, with no memory, and you just got to go from that starting point and you got to solve a murder. So yeah, I guess I could do reviews on games. There you go, it's pretty easy after all that. So maybe, yeah, it's a good idea actually, so I might look into that one. Next question. Once again, I need a drink. Give me 1 second. Okay, this one's come from Crabza. Are you going to do more TF2 related videos? Team Fortress. Yes. I love the created content that the fans make for this game. If you're not heard of Team Fortress, or if you don't know what that is, it's like it's a game, and they do really amazing animated cinematics. Some go for like 30 minutes, so like CGI, Pixar quality stories, and they're really fun. So there's a whole bunch of those to do. So yeah, I'll always kind of go back to that. Well, eventually, like I said, I just got so much going on right now, but I'll always go back to Team Fortress because it's very cool. All right, next question. And this one is from Weekend Calcium. These names are just so creative. What is your favorite series that was recommended to you through comments? Wow. I was going to say JoJo, but that wasn't really recommended to me. I dived into that because I was curious after watching the openings. So shows that were requested to me, well, there was a lot of shows. I've just recently wrapped up my reactions to Death Note. Holy shit, that was amazing. Mob Psycho, Demon Slayer, ReZero. Oh, there's so much. One Piece wasn't really recommended to me either, but I just had to dive into it because it's iconic. That and Hunter x Hunter. But and Attack on Titan. I think that was recommended to me. I was a little bit nervous going into that one because, big scary monsters eating people. I didn't know if it'd be my cup of tea, which is ironic because I'm a big horror fan. But there was something about the anime style that kind of like turned me off initially from what I saw of it. I just thought, nah, it's not gonna be for me. But people are like saying, yeah, you got to dive into Attack on Titan. You will not regret it. It's more to it than just the monsters eating people. And yeah, it was freaking amazing. It's a top tier show. So it would be Attack on Titan first, and then possibly Death Note, because once again, story, it is freaking good. All right, thank you for that question. Diving into the next one, and I just lost my spot. Okay, that's from Weekend Calcium. Thank you. And the next one, this one, oh, this is gonna be fun to edit, man. Holy crap, this is going for ages. All right, interesting name, The Old Dick Twist. Thank you for your question, man. Just a couple. Are you going to be reacting to part 6 of JoJo's as it comes out? Yes, I definitely will when it gets released. Hopefully at the end of this year, I will. Have you ever done voice acting in the past? No, but thank you for the compliment. I know I've got the raspy voice thing going on at the moment, but no, I don't think I'm much of an actor, so I don't know. That would be it would be fun though. If anybody's looking for somebody to do something in a movie, hook me up. Okay, and the last question. Out of everything you've ever reacted to, what's your favorite show? JoJo. But I like everything though. I'm a big fan, like Mob Psycho. The aesthetics of that series were gorgeous, like the animation style, the story elements and the plot twists in Attack on Titan, the mystery of Death Note, the sheer gorgeousness of ReZero and the wall building in that, One Piece, Hunter x Hunter. Yeah, it goes on. I like a lot of things, but I would have to say JoJo because it was my first. Although, I did watch Astro Boy a lot growing up as a kid, so the Kimber the White Lion, yeah, there's a whole bunch, but I think it would be JoJo at the end of the day, because it's just good. It's just good. The Stardust Crusaders, third part, and this one is from Spencer PDB. Have you heard about My Little Pony Friendship is Magic and its massive adult audience? Would this be a show that you could react to on the channel? Of course I know about My Little Pony. I've never really gravitated towards it in any way, shape or forms, like when all the toys and everything came out. I'm aware there's there have been animated series over the years. I've not heard of Friendship is Magic. I might, but I'm not sure. Like I said, I might be a little bit older for that series, but then you just mentioned that it has got a pretty big, massive adult audience. Potentially, I will suss it out and see if it appeals to me in any way. But at this point, no. But like I said, never say never. Maybe when I'm like 80 years old and I'm still chugging along, doing my reactions on YouTube, we'll see. Okay, we're coming to the end of the questions, guys. Oh, this makes me sad. All right, this one is from Nightlight1414. What is your favorite genre of film and video game? In that genre, can you give your favorite? Okay, I think I mentioned this before. My favorite genre in film is horror. But having said that, being a movie buff, I like all aspects of movies, drama, comedy. I think my least favorite would be rom-com, depending if it's really good or not. But yeah, horror, because I grew up watching horror, and back in the 80s with our Betamax video recorder, I was always going down to the video store and I went straight to the horror section. My favorite genre of video, and who would be my favorite in horror? Well, you got the of course you got the big four. You got Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers, and Leatherface. So you got those big heavy hitters. So I do love those guys. I'm actually considering doing a reaction to A Nightmare on Elm Street 1, 2, and 3 on my channel. So Freddy would be my fave, but he's not dated very well. Whereas Jason, yeah, the rewatchability of the Friday the 13th franchise is incredible. Like the bad, horrible, crappy movies, but I just love them. They're so fun. Video game, RPG. I just love my big sprawling RPG epics, and my favorite game in that genre would be Final Fantasy VII. It was on the PS1, my first console. Like I've been playing the C64 as a kid, a lot of silly games on there, but it's where my love of gaming came from. So when the PS1 came out, I got Resident Evil, Tomb Raider, and Final Fantasy VII, and it was love, and I loved it. So, but I do love a big sprawling RPG. I just love the story elements once again, and I love when you get a game, because in Australia games can cost between $80 to 120 bucks. They're not cheap. So you don't want bang for your buck. You want a big sprawling epic game that's going to take you years to play, right? I want big sprawling games. I just love RPGs. They're just cool. Okay, so this is the second to last question. This one is from Junk Karma Sick Boy. How's the Berserk read going? Long live Miura. Yeah, man. I was heartbroken when I heard that he had passed away. So I'm buying the big black Ultimate Editions with the black book covers. They're amazing. About to crack open Volume 6. So I've gone through the Golden Age arc. Things have gone to shit. And I'm going to dive into that one very soon. I put it down because I wanted to get something a little bit lighter into my head. Those of us who read Berserk and watch the anime know that it's a dark show, and dark mangas. They're amazing. They're gorgeously drawn. But I just needed to take a break because I wanted some quintessential quintuplets in my life. So, but I'm going back to it. I've just finished. I'm about to finish off Monster tonight. Oh, maybe tomorrow night. I'm only halfway through. I'm a slow reader. But yeah, I cannot wait to get back into it. It's it's an epic read. All right, last question. Okay. This is from Rohan Biswaz. Favorite JoJo. Okay, favorite JoJo, Old Man Joseph. Number 1 in Stardust. He's amazing. Favorite JoJo part, Stardust Crusaders once again. Favorite JoBro, Polnareff, MVP. It should have been Polnareff's Bizarre Adventures there at one point in Stardust Crusaders quite easily. Favorite JoJo villain, Dio. I don't even have to tell you twice. It's Dio. He's my guy. I love that dude. He's a great villain. He just was so iconic. Love his look and his bad attitude. But he's a go-getter, you know what I mean? He's a really cool villain. Okay, so oh man, I'm running out of questions. That sucks. I was having a really good time doing this too. So thank you once again to everyone who submitted a question to me. I'm gonna have a lot of fun editing this later on. It's gonna be a fairly long video, but reaching 80k subscribers was a pretty substantial milestone, and once again, I couldn't have done it without all of you who have subbed and joined my channel over the years and been so immensely supportive to the guys over on Patreon and on my Discord. Once again, you guys really have made this something I enjoy doing. It's a lot of fun. It's a passion project. Sometimes I just want to kind of step away and take a break, and that's important to any other YouTubers out there who want any advice. Rest when you need it. The fans will always be there for you when you come back. They encourage you to look after your health. So yeah, take your time and always do it for yourself. Like, if you have fun doing it, then that's all that matters. Like, everyone will come and watch if they see that you're enjoying yourself. And I truly am. Like, I've been doing this pretty rock solid for 3 years, building the channel up from scratch. And I've done everything on my own, from the editing, the promotions on social. Everything is just me doing it all on my own. And like I said, getting the support from you guys out there really does make it worthwhile. And I'm going to keep going for as long as I can. I want to reach that 100k. That's my goal at the moment. So sometimes the channel can grow really rapidly. Sometimes I might get 10 new subscribers a week. It really does, it just kind of ebbs and flows, but you can't kind of let that get you down. You can't just worry about numbers all the time. But that big 100k, that plaque would be nice. Just over there, I'm just saying. But yeah, somebody's just kind of just slugged away doing this by himself for the better part of 3 years, nearly 4 years. Yeah, that'd be amazing, and I really can't believe that I'm here. So yeah, thank you. 80k. Wow, it's been amazing. So I'm gonna wrap it up there. Hope I covered your questions good enough. Like I said, I just had to kind of think of them on the fly. There was no real thought put into them. It's just a genuine, what's this? Okay, let's go and think. So I probably could change a lot of my responsive if I really gave a lot of thought to them, but I like to be genuine and off the cuff, as you know. So anyway, moving forward, yeah, watch this space. There's going to be more things coming. I do have a Patreon, which does help support the channel. It's tough times at the moment, so a lot of people are not working. So with my my raspy voice business, it is kind of impacting my role at work a fair bit. So I'm finding myself not able to work as much as I would like, so that is affecting me pay wise. So I am kind of relying a lot on Patreon and YouTube to, you know, give me a bit of extra income so I can survive. But yeah, I really do appreciate all of you who have supported me in that way on Patreon over the last year or 2 or 3. Yeah, God, you're amazing. You're so wonderful. Anyway, I'm gonna call it a wrap. That was fun. 80k, 100k coming soon, guys. So let's do that. Catch you then. Thanks for watching.